Hey, it's Kathy Hubble again, and I have my favorite uke, Kane McCabe, with me. He's now a black belt. He got promoted in the meantime since our last video series together. So we're going to show you some stuff to do during this break. We're going to bring you a number of exercises you guys can do with your living room and a mat. That's all you need. We'll start with some partner sit-ups, but again, you can do this with a wall or with your little sister or with anybody at all. Let's just do partner sit-ups to start. So we interlock our ankles and we go down each knee, sun, she. We'll do 10. Go, noke, teach, hutch, coo, do. And then of course you can switch it so you're working your obliques a little bit more. So this way you're gonna come up and slap hands here. That would look like this. Each knee, and then you do 10 of those, and then you switch it and do the other side and work your other obliques, the other side of your obliques. Then we're gonna switch it to some head-to-head push-ups, and again, you can do this on your own or with a partner. So we go each, knee, sun, she, go, roke, teach, hutch, coo, Jew. Okay, we're gonna finish off a little bit with back-to-back squats. So grab our partner, lean but don't interlock, and each. Knee, you gotta cooperate with each other. Sun, she. We'll go to 10. Go, roku, shichi, deep knee bends, hachi, ku, and ju. Excellent. First start of our warm-up. Let's do our bridges.
Bridges.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Bridges. I'll describe these ones and you can describe the shrimps. Okay, so bridging. Real important part of Judo Jiu-Jitsu or any grappling. Want to be able to get out of those holds, those pins. So we're going to basically plant our feet firm just under our butt, and we're going to have our hands here, and I'm going to be trying to touch this finger up to here. You're going to stretch as far as you can to that direction, to that corner. Then you're going to come back down, other side, and keep on doing this for about 20. And count in Japanese, of course. If you're in judo, you want to remember all your Japanese terminology because that will be on one of your belt testing requirements. So we're going to be going each, knee, san, shi, go, roke, shich, hutch, ku, ju. Okay, that's good. We've got our bridges done. Now Kane's going to demo how to do a good shrimp.
So the first thing when we're shrimping, a classic shrimp, we're planting our feet close to our butt and we're pushing our butt across behind us like this. We've got to make sure if you're doing reverse or forward shrimps, you're always getting on your side. So here I'm going to just do a classic shrimp. I'm right on my side. Now from here, we're going to practice our stationary shrimp. So going backwards the other way. I'm going to plant my feet. I pretend that my heels are like ice picks. I plant them into the mat and I do a big scoop up. I'm almost doing a bridge. I do a big scoop and I pull myself the other way. Now I'll come back, I do a regular shrimp. I plant my heels in, big scoop up with my hands still on my side. Shrimp, backward shrimp. Shrimp, backward shrimp. Just like that, you can do 20 of those.
Up drills, here's one last one, the inversion rolls. Kane's really good at these, so I'm going to get him to demo these.
You're going to sit just with your feet straight up like this. You're going to try to hug yourself. You want to bring your chest as close to your knees as you can, and you want to stay closed is the way I like to think about it. If you start rolling over and you open up, oh, you're going to go over your face. It's no good. So you want to stay as close as possible as you roll over. The next thing that's really important, and you can just do these back and forth, is you want to try to keep your feet as close to the mat as possible. When you first start doing these, it might look something like this, which is okay, but as you get more and more advanced, you can keep your toes right on the mat.
hands tucked under your thighs there, Kane?
Yeah, I do. So I want to roll, I'm rolling over my shoulder, right? I'm tucking my head down. So when I bring this arm underneath my legs like this, it allows me to put my shoulder right on the mat instead of my arms. Just like that.
Specific warm-up drills that we could do with or without a partner again, or best case scenario, if you can't get a grappling partner that knows Judo Jiu-Jitsu, just grab somebody that'll just let you have their arm for a half an hour. So this is what we're gonna do. Go in guard position, get the uke to just hold belt, and then we're gonna do some kimura sit-up drills.
So all I'm doing is grabbing the wrist, sitting up over my partner, then interlocking my arm into the kimura, laying back down, other side. Always keeping my guard closed.
What do you recommend, about 10 or 20 of those?
Yep.
Okay,
Exactly.
so do 10 or 20 of those, kimura sit-ups, and then we're gonna go on to the armbar drill. And again, this uke can be anybody. They just need a body to have a resistance opponent. Okay, go ahead.
So for this one, I'm gonna grab both wrists, and I'm never gonna let them go.
Okay.
I'm gonna get into my Judo gatame position, and then I'm gonna take my leg up off the head, do a big swing, the other side. Same thing, 10 to 20 of these. Making sure I'm keeping my hips up high, locking it down.
Excellent. Do 10, 20 of those depending on your level. And also, just a little point on that, if it's not a grappling person that you're using as an uke, don't finish, obviously. Just do it to the point of zero resistance, like Kane was doing here. If they're a grappling partner, that they're in judo or jiu-jitsu, you can go ahead and try some finishes and do some taps. But let's do just the warm-up drills at this point, and we're gonna say that we don't have a professional uke. I'm gonna do Judo gatame armbar on him, and then I'm gonna do it right and left. Do about 10 of these this way. He pulls me up, switch. He pulls me up, switch. He pulls me up, keep on going, and do at least 10 of these. Get your position with your feet correct, and put some pressure on the head, so you're doing it realistically. When you're done, there, you move on to your next drill. Okay, guard position, go ahead.
So right away, I'm gonna sit up and give my partner a hug.
Okay.
From here, I'm gonna grab my overhook. So I bring my arm around my partner's and I trap it up. It's really important that I keep this arm up super high. If it starts to slide out, I've got nothing. So I lock it up here and squeeze.
Yeah, that's tight.
I'm gonna grab my other partner's wrist and push it into her chest. Then I throw my legs up over and lock up my triangle. I'm gonna go 2-on-1. I use both my hands to push my partner's arm across. I reach up, grab my own shin, angle, 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 lock up my tight triangle. I can hook her leg and squeeze. If the triangle isn't working for whatever reason, you always have the armbar as well.
And if I get my hand in the way so that you can't finish, can you squeeze through? Or
Absolutely.
Let me feel that. Yep.
If I have this leg hooked and I'm squeezing, there's nothing that's gonna.
Oh yeah,
stop even
it's a
hand.
tap. Yep, very nice. Okay, awesome. Now we're gonna do my favorite technique from turtle. A lot of judoka, they do turtle, and jiu-jitsu players sometimes too. So have Kane just turtle this way. We're coming from behind. I like to dive for this arm here. That's the arm that I'm going to be arm barring. And the first technique, we come from the quarter side. So as you come over, you're going for this arm here. I'll do this slow. One hook in, dive for the arm. Turn, I'm just gonna stop here so I can show you. I'm turning and facing that direction. A lot of people try to do it here. It doesn't work. Turn and face that direction. Now, you can finish the armbar here, but 90 times out of 100, he's gonna flip. And you just simply put a shin right over the face and always thumb up towards the ceiling, of course. When you apply it, knees together, squeeze, and hips up for the tap, okay? Now, the other thing that happens when this partner is here and you come in for the armbar, Okay, I'll just stop right here. I'm going for the armbar now. I'm just about to go for it. I'm ready, but he postures up like this. So all I'm gonna do is flip the other direction. Shin on face, right into Judo gatame. And hips up for the tap. Okay, so you've done some groundwork drills and you're on to your stand-up portion. You can spend about 15-20 minutes just doing some standing randori drills, static uchikomi. We've got one drill that we really like, it's osoto drill. If you've got an experienced grappling partner, you can practice this. Say you've invited one of your judo or jiu-jitsu friends over for this, or you can do it by yourself on the wall. But we like doing this, osoto drill. Grab your partner as normal judo grips, you go in for osoto and you sweep and miss. Keep your balance point, back out, back in, sweep and miss. And really point your toes and get your sweep. And sweep and miss. You can do that for about 10 to 20 static uchikomi drills and do it both right and left side. Another drill you can do is pickups. So we don't obviously have a crash mat in our living room at home. We want to just practice the pickup portion of it without the finish into the crash mat. So I'm going to go in for a throw. I'll do harai goshi. Partner simply picks me up as if to throw me for uranagi or something. Going in, doing the pickup, and back out. Do about 10, 20 of these. And this one you can do with an experienced grappler or a non-experienced grappler. You can grab your little sister for this one. Come in. Simple pickups, a great drill. Best static uchikomi. Simple in and out. Do at least 10 and 20, both sides, whatever throw you like. I'm just doing Morote Sianegi right now, keeping my back straight, getting the Kazushi, and then I'm gonna have Kane do his. Ippon Sianegi, got his head way low, I'm short. There we go, do 10 or 20 of those. And then obviously if you're in your living room or if you have a non-experienced grappler as your partner, you don't throw. My favorite, if I've got a grip that I just can't stand, I don't want it there, I'm basically going to grab my own lapel just below his hand where he's gripping me, and I'm going to take a step back. So my right foot is stepping back. If you just do this way, nothing will happen. If you step back at the same time, and with this hand on the left sleeve, pulling down at the same time. So I'm grabbing just below his hand, I'm here, and I rip it out of his hand. Nobody can hold this. Hold as tight as you possibly can. Every time you can break this grip. Good kumikata grip break. Here, real strong, right below his hand. Make sure you do that step back, and if you can, if you've got a good grip of his sleeve here, you're pulling down at the same time that you're ripping it out of his hand. Here. Okay, Kane has a really good grip break, kumikata break, when the person is crunching down with the over the collar. I've got an extreme right grip here and I'm crunching him down over the collar.
So first things first, I'm gonna grab my opposite side, so my left hand on the collar, and I'm gonna extend myself out so I straighten my arm, and I pop my shoulder out in front, just like this. That'll, if it doesn't completely break her grip, she's lost all that control. I'm gonna take my other hand, cross grip on the sleeve, push it down, get my proper sleeve grip, and I'm onto my collar.
Nice, I like it. Let me try to actually hold it as hard as I can now.
Sure.
Okay.
So I grab inside of the collar, I pop my shoulder out, I go cross grip around, push it down, proper sleeve grip, and I grab my grips.
There's no way I could hold it. Very nice. All right, so some things we can do at home with or without an experienced grappling partner. You'll just have your partner go down on their back, and you're just gonna put on a simple Kesa gatame. We're gonna practice escapes. So we're gonna start with our Kesa gatame escape. I'm gonna put Kane in the Kesa. Here we go.
I'm gonna grab whatever grip I can on my partner's back. I'm gonna use both my feet to do a big bridge to bring her forehead right to the mat. Now I'm gonna sink my hips right underneath my partner. I wanna get my knee right underneath my partner, and I'm gonna do another bridge. This time up and over my head and around, and I get right on top.
Perfect. Okay, so Kane, what happens if, just gonna put you in Kesa again, move up here. and your partner on top is on the Kesa, and you go to bridge, and then they post when you go to bridge.
So if my
Post
partner
is-
posts,
Yep.
this is my opportunity. She's not controlling my head anymore. This is my opportunity to slip out the back. I can come up, start working my chokes, get my hooks, things like this.
And I'm doomed. Put it on, and this is my favorite Kesa gatame escape. I call it kiss the mat. So I'm gonna grab the back of his collar, right here, 4 fingers in, thumb out, and before I do the big bridge, what I'm gonna do is inch my way out here a little bit. You can see I'm creating a lot of space here. If I don't have this space, I won't be able to do this technique. So I've still got my hand on his collar, and I've inched my way out, and of course I'm on my side. And I'm ready to do a very explosive shrimp in this direction, here. And I make him kiss the mat. So you're pushing the head down, you're slipping out the back, now you can take control. One thing I'd like to take note of for everybody out there that can't get their Kesa gatame escape. The only key to this is getting your elbow to the mat. I'll show you. We've got a Kesa gatame on. Right here, Kane has my elbow trapped, my arm trapped. If this is never loose, I'm not gonna get out of this hold. I have to get this elbow to the mat. So one of the most important things about Kesa, he's gonna be trying really hard to hold that elbow, and I'm gonna be trying to get it to the mat. If I just tug that elbow, it's not gonna go. I have to give a bit of force. This is where I use the 4 fingers in on the collar, on the back of his neck, and I also do a little shrimping out here, and then I do an explosive shrimp in as I yank that elbow to the mat. Here. Back in. So you can either do the kiss the mat technique, but all that's really important is to get this elbow to the mat. Even if I only get as far as here, now I can work some other techniques from here, either out the back or hook on for a toketa, whatever you need. Get that elbow to the mat, the whole key to a Kesa escape. Okay, a couple more escapes we could use. Kami shiho gatame. I'm gonna get in position, and Kane's gonna put kami shiho on me. And all I'm doing in this one is I'm going to rip a hold of whatever I got. I'm going to shrimp a little bit this way, just enough to get him trying to balance me the other way, so that when I flip, I've got him in kami shiho. And what you can do with your partner is he does the same, shrimps out, and flip. And you practice shrimp, 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 and flip. And basically, have a kami shiho flipping war over and over. Awesome. That's a good kami shiho escape. Another kami shiho escape. I'll put it on you, Kane. Okay. Go ahead.
So it's just thinking about getting our guard back. So a good way to do that, if I can get both my hands onto my partner's shoulder, I'm gonna start to do like a reverse shrimp back outside, and then I get my feet back in play.
Then I'll come around, kami shiho again, flips, and circles back. I come around, kami shiho, flip, and come around. Do that at least 20 times. Triangle on. So all I'm gonna do basically is grab on so I can get some purchase on him, and I'm going to be putting him up on his neck as much as I can, this direction, pressuring down on this side. All I have to do here is now take my knee over. I'm gonna aim my knee at his shoulder, and that breaks it. He can't hold on to the triangle. Okay, one more time. Here, get some purchase on your partner. Lift him up so he's crushed. Aim your knee at where your right hand is. He can't hold on to the triangle. Kane Sankaku Jime, escape.
So first thing I want to do is I want to get both my hands onto my partner's belt. I'm going to start to push off. I want her to keep her hips on the ground as I start to stand up. Once I get onto my feet, I'm going to drop my one knee in between us, and I just sit down, just like this.
Yeah, I can't hold it.
From here, I can start to pass the guard, do whatever I got to do.
Okay, one more time.
She's got it locked up nice and tight. I go 2 hands on her belly. I start to push off. I stand up. I bring my knee in between us, and I sit back.
Knee shield.
The whole time, I'm just trying to keep my posture, looking up to the sky, just like that.
You've got a Judo gatame on tight. What ends up happening is your partner grips this way so that you just can't finish. You're in the position, you're all set, and you can't finish because he's got this held tight. Sometimes they grab their own gi, sometimes even their lapels. Sometimes we'll just work right now with the wrist grab. All right, so one thing you can do, simple, is grab your own gi, put a foot there on his bicep, and snap back. It's an easy Judo gatame break. The other one that I really like is this bone right here, this wrist bone against his wrist bone, and I'm gonna grab my own gi again, but I wanna make sure the wrist bone is on the wrist bone. Grabbing my own gi, wrist bone on wrist bone, and I'm not gonna turn backwards, I'm gonna turn towards his head, this direction. There's no way he can hold it because his hands have to let go. And then you hip up for the tap. I'm gonna show a really good one. A friend of ours, Chris Smiley, is very good at this one. I'm holding, I'm not gonna let him have it.
I'm gonna take the hand that's close to her head, I bring it through her arms. My other arm is gonna go across to the other side, and I gotta hook her elbow in here. Now I'm gonna connect my hands, I rotate, so I'm squeezing my arms close to my body, and it's not my arms doing the work, it's gonna be my whole core that turns until that arm snaps out. So it's almost doing like an ude-garami tour, and then I fall back, controlling her arm, thumb up. So I'll do it one more time.
Hold as tight as I can.
I take the hand that's close to her head, through, my other arm goes on the other way, I connect my hands, I twist with my whole body until those arms break. Then I'm gonna go 2-on-1. So now I'm controlling this arm with both my hands, falling back, grabbing the wrist.
I'm gonna put Kane here into a munigatame or a side control situation, and he's gonna explain his favorite escape.
So the first thing I have to do is get my arms, my forearms, in between us. And it can be hard just doing that right off the bat, so I'm gonna use a bridge. I plant my feet, do a big bridge, and I sneak my arms inside. From here, I'm gonna shrimp out. So I shrimp my butt out, and I bring my bottom knee inside, in between us. Now I'll change this grip from pushing to pulling, and I'll actually use this grip to pull her right into my close guard.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, let me try with resistance. Side control.
So from here, big bridge, arms inside, I shrimp out, bottom knee in, right into my close guard. And look where her arm is. I can start attacking my arm bars.
A couple of techniques you can practice at home if you have an experienced grappler as an uke. The sumi to mount, or sumigeshi into tate shiho gatame. It's pretty often done in competition, and we'll just practice it on the spot here. You grab a nice light mat to do this, or you've got a good grappling partner that can just roll with you. So I like to do the hikomi version, which is the belt grab, or the obitori version, it's the belt grab. And I'm just gonna ride him all the way over, and what we can do is, as we ride over into tate shiho gatame, we're also gonna be putting on an armbar at the end. So we got him here, off we go, up and over, and I transition immediately to an ude-garami from here. It's right there, so if you grab it, you can go.
So my sumigeshi, I'm gonna get a cross grip on the sleeve, and I come over the back and grab a nice strong grip of the belt. I'm gonna do like a stutter step in, so I replace my foot, and this foot's gonna come up to her, behind her far knee. Now I'm gonna sit down, so I shoot my whole body down, in between us, and roll over. From here, I've gotta make sure I keep my grips, and I roll over right into munigatame.
That's just a few things you can do at home when you're either sick, or you're stuck at home for some reason, or your gym closed down for a week or two, or whatever is going on. Tune into YouTube, put that in front of you, and do this workout. It only takes about 45 to an hour, and you've got everything for your grappling needs.